2.
Scenario 2, a quick victory. They're able to isolate. Remember when the coup happened on the 26th, it took 2 days, thereabout, before the rest of the army threw their support behind the CNSP. It's possible that with the undercurrents, efforts are being made to now split the army from the CNSP, isolate the CNSP. So ECOWAS wins a quick victory. They reinstate Bazoum, and their objective, which has been the core of all that they've been saying, is achieved. And maybe they leave a semblance of, like we did in the Gambia, some military chief or whatever, some diplomats to ensure that, everything is smooth. They come home. Scenario 3 is what is most tricky. That ECOWAS might meet very stiff resistance. And then there are going to be casualties on both sides. ECOWAS troops will die, and Nigerian troops will also die. Civilians will die on both sides. So there is going to be a huge humanitarian crisis. In that situation, the Nigerian authorities, or maybe the ordinary Nigerian citizens, can target ECOWAS citizens who are resident in Niger. It happened to some extent in Liberia. And we would not be in a position to fight our way to go and extricate or evacuate all of our ECOWAS citizens. I've suggested that it's been possible that unless we are able to take out all their air capabilities, they can fly 1 or 2 sorties and they will identify which targets to hit, like Ukraine is doing. Ukraine is countering Russian, whatever, but not with the aim of winning the war as such, just to show that Russia can also serve. Now, Niger can do something like that. They have a number of options.
So this is the worst case scenario.
This is the worst case scenario.
Scenario 3 is the worst case scenario.
The other one is that, okay, it goes on and on and on, it draws out, it becomes like ECOMOC. For years, there is no outcome. So it's a mixed balance. And in that mixed balance, ECOWAS will have no other option. In fact, the last 2 scenarios, one will require a great deal of humanitarian capabilities on all sides. The role of social media I've suggested. In fact, as we speak now, a lot of the information that you and I are getting are coming through social media. Part of it is a bit of a propaganda. And I've suggested that Western and other intelligence agencies are seriously at work to shake international public opinion. All of that is happening, unbeknownst to many of us. You say it. Now let's look at the French factor. I didn't mention that. But if France wants to play its role in Côte d'Ivoire in 2011, hiding behind the UN resolution in 1975 that allowed it to protect civilians, it's going to be difficult this time. Because France will not have any justification. Somebody has suggested that this coup took place without one life being lost. And the person was pointing a finger at Ghana, where we went to elections and we killed 8 people. They have done a coup, nobody has lost a life. So and they have not attacked your interest as such. You still have your access to your uranium. So France is not going to find it very easy, or for that matter, America, to come into the equation. And now that Chad is saying, maybe Chad is not telling us the truth, but if indeed we take Chad for its word, if France wants to enter Niger, either it flies in by air and augments the 1,500 that they have on the ground, and I think they've even evacuated some of their troops out of the country. So those scenarios, with the exception of the quick victory,
are all
but
negative.
The quick victory is where we come back to what this professor is saying, that it is not likely that ECOWAS can just, move into the country like the Gambia, whose scenario is very different from Niger. Now, Niger, you look at the map, the population is heavy where Niamey is, close to Benin.
But it's very sparse all over.
It's expansive. It's desert. So even your military equipment, when the sun blows, the weapons that you are using, your communication gear, your laptops, everything will need constant maintenance and repair.
It's a
very, very
different
difficult. You see what I mean? So that military option, and then let's accept that in Africa, none of our armies, and certainly not in West Africa, has what we call expeditionary capabilities, which is about projecting the force that you have across your borders.